Minge on the wall. Alright. Hey guys, AniCrunch here. We're back with the new teen drama, and that is Sex Education. So we did a poll. Sex Education won. Quite surprised, to be fair. I didn't know it was going to be the winner. I've not really heard too much about it. I don't even know anything about it, I've got to be honest. I suppose it's going to be like Skins. I guess it's like teenagers. I don't know. It's like extreme, like drugs, sex, and all that shit. That's my assumption I'm going with. But no, I didn't expect it to win. I just had a list of teen dramas I put up, and this was one of them. So we'll give it a go. I will definitely probably do. I won't do it straight away. I'll see if a time slot fills up. I think after Battlestar Galactica, after Battlestar Galactica, which got about 10 episodes left, so we're looking at about 10 weeks. I'll put a poll for short TV shows. So not just short teen dramas, just short TV shows. It has to be a season long, under 13 episodes. And if you just leave your recommendations, I'll put a thing out, not this week, but like a 10 weeks time or whatever. I'll put like a post out saying, give me suggestions, and then we'll get like 10 of this shit. We'll get like we'll do a vote for short shows. So I think it'd be nice to get some like 6 episodes, maybe 12 episode shows going. That way we can go for more of these shorter shows. Like I put Young Royals on teen drama, but I heard it was only 6 episodes, and like 6 episodes wouldn't take to that. We'll do like a short show, so things like Queen's Gambit, maybe Young Royals, stuff like that, anything under a season. So if you got any recommendations, make sure you remember them. You feel free to put them down on this video, but I recommend putting out when I put the post down. Stick them in the poll and we have another vote for another show. But yeah, this one, it beat out Buffy. I thought Buffy was definitely going to win. It'd be nice for you guys to have a say, especially Teen Drama has been a big part of my channel, so it'd be nice if you guys get to select the show. I have got a bit of a sore throat, so sorry if I'm like coughing or anything throughout the reaction. Other than that, no, I expect a fun teen drama. I look forward to seeing it. Like, I got quite a lot of votes, so we had 90 votes in total. Bearing in mind, I think you can vote on multiple choices, so I say about 50 of you voted. And yeah, thank you all for your input. It was definitely nice to see what you guys thought. And I'm glad I can give you a vote. I don't normally like to leave shows up to poll, and the reason I always select shows because I've always think I'm more generally interested if I select the show. But I think like the odd show is nice today. You guys have the opportunity to pick. As always, for the support on Gossip Girl, and yeah, or any series you're watching. And I look forward to starting this and Bad Buddy will starting soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the reaction. Leave a like, subscribe if you do. Let's jump into Sex Education. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. This is going to be really hard to censor for YouTube, isn't it? I've got to be so careful with this show. Is man bored? Wait, man did a miracle. He made her come first.
Did you just fake it?
He faked it. My guy's Chad.
Staring at me.
Show me the condom.
No way.
Where's the spunk, Adam?
That's jokes. My guy's Chad 1000. When the guy does the fake orgasm in. That's funny. Where's the spunk, Adam? Oh, this is a nice place. I'm going to have to censor everything. It's just going to be a blur for YouTube. What is the United Kingdom? I'm like, they're British accents, aren't they? I was like, what? They were so British. Okay. I wondered why he had a British accent. I'm like, I just assumed this was American.
Coffee?
That's killing me. Imagine how awkward.
How old are you? How old am I? 32.
Oh, my guy's looking good for 32.
Stigmatize his choice, and you feed into an unhealthy narrative on masculinity in middle age.
That's why I say you should never date a shrinker.
This guy. It's like me and Lily. Older women for the win. I don't know, something about over 30s.
Thanks for everything, Mum. Jean, definitely Jean.
The son can read. I didn't expect this. Where is it shot then?
So, did you do it? Don't tell
Mate, imagine this being your cycle. you know you've lost the argument when you mock your friend's laugh. Not an argument, but yeah, bickering. I can't get my head around this. This isn't set in the United Kingdom. Where was it set? Throws me off because it's got a non-school uniform. That's throwing me right off. Sorry, that's throwing me right off. It's just like, what?
Oh my god, the Untouchables have a car.
Why are they driving?
More elusive, now they have wheels. Oh my god, you reckon Amber's
I guess it's college. Oh, it's college, wasn't it? Of course it's college.
Excuse me. I gave 2.5 handjobs to that guy I met in Butlins.
Butlins, my guy.
Exactly a player. Yeah, at least I can touch my own penis.
Ooh, I like this guy. He's got sass.
I'm worried about you, man. Like, look around. Everybody's either thinking about
Mate, then they all got the music on point. Different time.
What a slag.
Look at that greasy hair. Maybe she can't afford
Get wrecked.
It's basically an info.
I like her just from that one interaction.
From lowly caterpillars into
Get away with some. That's a jump in genetics.
the best 2 years of our lives.
Mate, this guy's an absolute lad. I love him. Only 10 minutes in. Now that's a friend.
Thank you, Eric, for that rendition of the school anthem. It was adequate.
Adequate. Ooh. Band. Savage.
It is my great pleasure to introduce to you
Music club's bullying you.
boy
Oh.
Jackson Marchetti.
Head boys are popular. Okay, that'd be why. Oh, my guy got the move. Whoa! That was pretty impressive.
We are taking over.
I think I'm going to like this show. I'm already vibing with it. I think relatability can go up as you watch. Oh, Jesus. It's like a weird mix of American school and British school. I guess that'd be pretty clever, actually. A nice mix of it. Because, yeah, it's going to appeal to both audiences.
It's just a pencil case. Don't give a fuck about your pencil case. Curly whirly.
Oh, mate. Nah. You can't take a man's curly whirly.
Or I will break your face.
That's a banging chocolate. I used to love my curly whirlies in my teen years. Mate, what a sick bastard. Taking a boy's curly whirly.
See you tomorrow. Shit biscuit.
I think Adam fancies him, maybe. I don't know what I'm about. My name's Curly Whirly, though. See, I can't think of like the type of school, because it looks like it's like British people set in an American school.
You know you're not supposed to run in the hallway.
Fuck off, Snowflake.
I'm eternally grateful for your kindness.
Actually, on second thought.
Everyone's so British.
Head boy.
Nice rat, Wiley.
Say that again.
Nice.
Ooh. Well deserved.
You did kind of deserve that, man.
He's so British. It's weird. I've just watched so much American TV. Oh, meet me after school. This is jarring. I watched like a proper British show for about 5 years. It feels like. That's a Welsh accent. Welsh, Scottish. She's such a dick. I love it. I love it. It's just that attitude gets me. Boring.
On stage, in front of the entire school.
It was a semi.
Mate, I think I kind of understand this person's pain.
I play the French horn.
Let's just say I may have had a boner in PE once and I was known as Boner Boy for way too long. So I feel him. And that's all you're getting out of that story. Wait. Maybe. Oh. I love, oh mate, a ham cheese sandwich. Can't go wrong with that bad boy. Did she just correct the punctuation on that? So she's smart then. Oh god. Oh god. How am I censoring this? Just gonna have permanent blur, guys. Oh, this is actually jokes. I'm still thrown off by it being a British television show. I just assumed it was American. Mate, they know how. Oh my god. Netsquik milk, mate, for the win. Nothing to quench your thirst like a good milkshake.
You want to get monged?
It's so British. Oh god. What is there a minge on the wall? I can't. It's so weird watching a British show. It really has been way too long. I'm...
Bag on the TV.
Sorry, I've got to take my DVD out.
Bit old school. Fucking hell. Is he actually using like a sword? The thing is, I would just do that as well. We all would. What's she out of? What are you out of? Damn it! What's your character from? Oh, wait, is she the... No, she the one from Hannibal.
You know, they've been doing some
She looks like the actor from Hannibal.
I didn't say you had a problem with that.
Ooh, she sussed you out.
But if you want to talk,
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Ooh, she hit a nerve. She knows what she's doing then.
come and hang out again.
She's great.
Wait.
There's a lot of likeable characters in a short amount of time. My guy looking fab. I've never put my makeup on once. I look really... Is it Viagra? I don't fucking know. Imagine this would be more common, you know, with like you get your stuff with OnlyFans and like all that and things like. Obviously, nothing wrong with doing any of that, but I wonder if like how generations of kids are going to be as like how more common stuff like that's going to be, or with like the internet and stuff. Because I can imagine being in class with someone just playing a video, man. Never mind if it was like your mum.
Fine, there's no judgment. 3 Viagras.
3.
There was going to be no judgment. Is 3 Viagras bad? Her reaction made it seem like it was bad. I feel lightheaded and I can taste scampi.
No wonder you could besiege a castle with that thing.
She has a way with words. Siege a castle with that thing. Reminds me of that video, you know, the girl in a bar where someone serves her like a froth drink and she's like, that's not a fucking drink, that's a fucking ice cream.
Still large. And feelings. I guess so.
What a way of getting an emotional chat going. Wow. I like the idea of the show already. You've got a bunch of flawed characters with a bunch of flaws and they're not like perfect beings. It's always a fun start to a show. And just seeing how they develop.
Everything. Just everything about us is wrong. Sorry.
You just stood in the middle of a dinner hall and pulled your penis out, mate. I see it where his thought process comes from. Don't be, why would you do that? Adam. That's an expellable offence, surely.
And thank you for coming.
Yes, I thought it would be. It's quite a serious issue. That awkward wave. Those two, I love their vibe. Those two got good vibes. Adam's a bit of a weirdo. And a twat, to be fair. I'm sure Adam's going to have loads of development, though. I'd be surprised if they didn't.
I don't want to talk about it. Dealing with it on my own.
Thank you for telling.
Oh, there we go. Look at this! That mini character arc in one episode is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I think I better
Oh, that's funny.
She's literally walking straight towards us with
With
purpose.
purpose? He's great. He's my favourite already. Sixth form's going to be an interesting time.
The students at the school need your help, Otis. And we need their money.
Superhero.
We worked out the details yet, but I'm good with numbers.
Mate, business opportunity.
Look, I haven't got all day. Are you in or out?
Mate, she sort of bit this opportunity. She weren't fucking about. Right, that was a very good first episode. One, did not expect it to be set in Britain at all. That threw me right off. So that's a good start. So a bit more relatable. It's like I never went sixth form, so I went school, college. So that's why it felt a bit weird. I'm guessing sixth form would have been more like American school, because it's like, but I don't know if they've done that on purpose to sort of like make it for a wider audience, because it's set in Britain. It's obviously British. You got British references and stuff like that. But then you have sort of an American school layout with like the jock system, because you don't really have that in the UK. It's just sort of random. You have roadmen and not roadmen. No, so I like the idea of that. I like how they tackled sort of bullying on two ends. You had Adam, the obvious sort of the usual kind of bully kind of character, and then you sort of had the politically right bullies. I don't know if that's how you describe them. Like what they're saying isn't wrong. Like the bit where he stood up for the guy when he called him the F word, and he stood up for him wasn't wrong. But anyway, he's like a bit of a dick afterwards. But then like how they treated it with the ham sandwich, it's just like forcing their ideologies. So it's like even though what they're doing isn't necessarily wrong, still form bullying. And he's got Adam, who's like the typical like bully, like British chefs. I think that's interesting. I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle that sort of that. And I won't necessarily call those other kids bullying. Obviously just doing an opinion, or I don't know how you explain it. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I'm curious to see what they're going to do with those characters. Because I wouldn't call them bullies, but you would say like, you know how like they force the will of a sandwich or forcing people to change, but then that girl's changing. She wanted to try and fit in. She's wanting to be around that crowd, so it's her choice. So I wouldn't say it is. And obviously just saying they don't like someone isn't necessarily bullying. So I'll take back what I said. But it's an interesting way how they did the dynamic there. Adam's a twat. Like, how the fuck did he pull his penis out? Don't get me wrong. They gave reasons for why the way he is. It doesn't necessarily make it right. Like, there's just no need. And he made some really stupid choices there. But I'm curious. But that's the thing. This is TV to me. Like I say, I always argue the TV side of things. And with TV side of things, you want to see character development. And when characters got flaw, you always enjoy seeing how the character growth goes and where the characters end up. Whereas if every character was like technically like politically right and stuff like that, it would be a very boring show. So yeah, it's quite interesting. That's why I always struggle when people take TV too seriously, because that's whereas I don't. So I'm curious to see where the characters will go. You know what I mean? Like some people like once the characters are something horrendous, they would never like forgive them. Whereas for me, it's just like I'm curious to see where the character development goes and see if I like the character later. It just depends how they handle it. I really like the girl. I forgot her name. I'll get the. I don't want to type in the cast. Do I want to type in the cast? Would there be spoilers? I don't know if it's one of those shows that changes the cast every season. So Otis, Eric. Really like Eric. Eric, fantastic character. I love his personality. Eric and Otis's vibe is just amazing. Like I love their friendship already. I thought they were fucking cute. I love it. I think I like their relationship as friends. I think that was absolutely genius. Mackie, I love her like personality. She has that like dead sassy, knows what she is, super blunt sort of personality. I think that's fantastic. I always like those sort of characters and personalities. I love super blunt, straightforward characters who don't fucking beat around the bush. She was quite funny. The comedy was actually quite on point. Really like the mum. I think the mum was pretty chill. I like how it's shown like what it would be to have your mum was a therapist and how she calmed him down. And I like his little development at the end. Like, it'd be a weird situation, but like at the end of the day, everyone's has different jobs. But yeah, Eric was the MVP of this episode. He was fucking funny. I love him. He was great. We had a common story as well, so it's made me like, the trombone. I feel him, bro. I feel him. No, overall, I think very, very, very good episode. I think it like hits sort of like what the younger years are like, and I think they've done a nice mix. Like, I don't know. I didn't do sixth form, so I don't know what sixth form was like. I saw it in college. In college, I only really went like 2-3 days a week, so I didn't really do. I just did catch up on everything. So I didn't really have the normal college life. Like, I didn't do drugs. I didn't sleep around massively and stuff like that. I didn't really do that until I was in my 20s. Because I saw when I finished school at 16, and then I moved to a completely new city. But this was a point in my life when I was like quite socially. I had like social. I just didn't like. I wouldn't say it's social anxiety. I just didn't like going out. I was a World of Warcraft kid. I used to just play World of Warcraft all day, and I used to just go to college one day and then go home straight away. I went until I think it was at least till like 1920 when I started doing all the drinking and stuff like that. I've not ever done drugs or anything like that, just mainly because of my asthma, so I've never done like smoked or anything like that. But like, just drinking, I didn't really do until I was like 20. So I really sort of missed out on that portion of my life. You know, the early between 16 and 19 when you go into all your parties, because I've just moved somewhere and I was already really bad at making friends. It's not that bad. I've got better as I've got older. Like, you get a lot better at socialising. I think when I went from school, I didn't have the social skills. I had no social skills, basically. I was just a shorty who played World of Warcraft and thingied. And when I left school, when I joined my first job, I gained social skills through that job. And then, yeah, it's one thing you need to appreciate about uni and college, I will say, especially uni, is that I think it really just gives you social skills to set you up for later in life, doing the party and stuff like that. You know, I realise how important it is. Like, yeah, I didn't get married until much later, and I'm glad I've got them. Like, I love talking to people, and I would say I'm an extrovert, whereas if you told me like 4 or 5 years ago, I would say I was introvert. I just like being alone and stuff like that, but I realise I do actually like interacting with people. I just didn't have the social skills to do it. So I can't relate from this sort of aspect of the show, but I actually really enjoy seeing it. It's one reason I like Skins. But yeah, I think they've done a nice, to make this sort of easy for anyone to get into. I really enjoyed that first episode. I think good cast of characters, enjoyable story. They've set up a main plot with him selling his therapy to the students. I think that's quite interesting, as there'll be, like, a lot of people won't want to talk to adults, so I think it will be pretty interesting to see how they would talk to someone like Otis. I think that's a pretty cool concept for the story for the show. I'm curious to see how this goes on for 3 seasons, and if it keeps its quality up. But very, very impressive first episode. Well shot as well. Music was very nice. It wasn't over the top music that you tend to find in these types of shows. Yeah, my camera's just cut out, but I'm going to end it there and say, yeah, no, very, very good first episode. And I look forward to see what's going to come of it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the action. Leave a like, subscribe, peace.